Alright, quick fire, let's go. So this is the last quick one of the year, just barely scraped in technically. If it was going to be on the Nintendo Switch, which is going to be on the Nintendo Switch, then we would have had to wait till next year, but it came out on Steam just 2 days ago, so you just got in, you just snuck in nice and quick like. And it's a quick one because it changes virtually nothing aside from looking a little bit prettier. Because when I was playing it, it was warts and all. And that is Katamari Damacy Rerolled. So, as I say, it's basically a Twilight Princess. It looks very nice. You know, you still got some of that classic GameCube stank to it, and you're like, ooh, some of that, like them cutscenes, they haven't been HD'd. I mean, they're still the GameCube crusty cutscenes. But in terms of the actual levels and the items, yeah, they've got a nice coat of HD paint, and the soundtrack is always as jamming as ever. Listen to this one in the house song. It's popping! It's good! So yeah, it looks great and it sounds great. In terms of how it plays like Katamari Damacy on the PS2 or the GameCube. Like, if you've played the original, you've played this. They literally changed nothing about the controls. Like Twilight Princess or many other HDs, it is literally just HD coat of paint. But everything has stayed the same, which means some of the time when you get stuck, yeah, you get stuck because it's the levels haven't been polished or the geometry's not been polished. It's just been painted with HD paint. And sometimes if you're trying to do one of those quick turns, yeah, I'm not really quick turning there, am I? So it's one of those warts and all remasters. However, in saying that, Katamari Damacy is loved for a reason. It got its HD remake for a reason, because for the most part 90% of the controls work well, and it is incredibly fun to roll things up into a ball. Like, you know, you start off small with strawberries and matchsticks and everything else, but it's a lot fun to roll the bigger balls and roll up humans and hear their painful, agonizing screams as they are smushed together with other humans, cats, buildings, and all sorts of crazy stuff. Because you have to rebuild the sky because the king of all cosmos got drunk and destroyed it. So yeah, it's still Katamari, and it's still incredibly fun to play. It's still incredibly fun to just sit back and listen to the tunes while you roll up entire towns and cities. So yeah, that's really all I have to say on Katamari. It's a quick one, and then we've got the big three of Smash, Let's Go, and Fallout 76, and the top 5 and bottom 5. So yeah, this was your last quickie. As I say, if it was going to be on the Switch, that it doesn't come out on the Switch till the 27th, would have been too late on the 27th. So barely snuck in, but it's not a full review. But then again, it doesn't need a full review because it's literally the exact same version as the PS2 version, just ported over and a little bit of HD paint slapped on it. It is kind of a warts and all one. I've got a dry throat. I nearly started coughing then. So final verdict is Katamari Damacy gets, or Katamari Damacy Rerolled, gets a 4 out of 5. It's good. It's really fun. It's still fun. It was fun back then. It's fun now. It looks even better with its HD coat of paint. And the music is still just laid back, amazing as ever. So it's good. And it's not full price either. It was only £15 on Steam, which is, I think, like $20. So for $20, it's a nice fun game, and I'd recommend picking it up. So that's Katamari Damacy, and I will see you with the last 3 big ones of the year before the top 5 and bottom 5 of 2018.